So that's E3 2018 all done and dusted. But after the press conferences, we started to think about what we thought were the top 5 games from the shows. So we got together, sat in front of the camera, and just pitched all 5 of them. So here's what we had to say. Roll the clip. Rich, tell me your first top game from E3 2018.
Alright, the first of my top 5 games for E3 2018 is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The reason, because I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed Origins, I'm eager for more, and it looks interesting. The Greek setting looks like a natural progression from ancient Egypt. There's romances now, which I'm all for. You can play as a male or female. I'll be playing as Cassandra, because that's cool. And yeah, more of the same, I guess, but with a few added bonus features.
Dan, tell me your first game from E3.
I think the game from E3 2018 that I am most excited about, and everybody at home should be most excited about this game as well, it's Cyberpunk 2077. CD Projekt Red have a great pedigree of making video games, and I feel like this is going to be no different. It's first person, it's not an FPS, it's an RPG. The world looks incredible, it looks so detailed, and it feels like we have this futuristic world with crazy kind of androids and this incredible tech. So yeah, Cyberpunk 2077, oh, so good, can't wait.
Dean, tell me about your first game from E3 2018. My first game from E3 2018 is Halo Infinite. I'm a huge Halo fan. Back in the day, I used to be a Halo influencer, but we won't get into that. But yeah, 343 Halo Infinite. It's their kind of chance to try and bring back the core Halo base. They had the iconic theme tune from that we haven't heard since Halo 3. The Master Chief's armor is back to his old armor from Halo 3 as well, from Halo 3 and Halo 2. So it looks like we're going back for a more classic Halo feel, and I am all for it. So yeah, Halo Infinite, can't wait. Tell me your second top game.
Right. My second most anticipated game from E3 2018 is Devil May Cry. Initially I was thinking, ooh, is this DMC2? But it transpired that it's actually Devil May Cry 5, and you play once again as Nero, so I guess it's a direct kind of follow-on from Devil May Cry 4, and it looks like they're going in an interesting, dark, new direction, and I'm just eager to get my teeth into another Devil May Cry game.
Tell me your second game from E3 2018.
Okay, so I'm a big From Software fan, love the Dark Souls series, even some of the other stuff that they did, kind of Xbox 360 era. But yeah, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice is an action game. It's not a Souls-like, it's not punishing. When you die, you don't lose your souls and have to pick them back up. It's like straight up action adventure. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Plus, Samurais, the trailer that they showed in the Microsoft conference had these kind of big ass bastard kind of on horses and shit with big swords. Yeah, it looks great. I'm super excited about that.
How about game number 2? So my second game from E3 2018 is gonna have to be Control by Remedy. I absolutely adored Quantum Break, mainly for the fact that I just loved how they told time travel. As far as physics go, this was probably the most logical way that they could do time travel. So the kind of physics nerd in me was really appeased by that. So Control looked like it had some Quantum Break vibes to it, and it seems like we're going to have these weird ass abilities in its own setting. So I'm all for that. I'm all for another story driven game, and I think ready to just get my hands in it and go wild. How about your third game?
My third game is Spider-Man. Insomniac Spider-Man looks absolutely incredible. I mean, Sunset Overdrive was a kind of proof of concept of what they could do with that kind of open world and those acrobatics and that traversal. And Spider-Man is kind of the perfect fit for them, I feel. And that gameplay demo that they showed during Sony's press conference just looked stunning. I mean, I love their take on the villains as well. There's sort of a different kind of style. I noticed that Electro doesn't have his sort of crazy yellow kind of zigzag mask, but he's got kind of scarring in a similar pattern, which I think is clever. It looks like they've perfectly kind of captured Spider-Man as a character.
Game number 3, hit me with it.
The Last of Us Part 2. Like the demo that they showed at the Sony conference looked great. It did look a little bit scripted. There were certain moments that were like, oh, come on, mate, where she turns that guy around and the arrow straight in the chest. It did look scripted, but it looks stunning. I love the tone. It's very brutal. And I'm really excited about Naughty Dog's next foray into the Last of Us universe.
Some interesting stuff, but what about game number 3? So my third game is Beyond Good and Evil 2. We've seen a lot of alpha footage of that game and kind of the stuff that they're doing so far for it. It looks absolutely wild. It's going to be great fun being a space pirate. It seems like the universe is really huge and expansive, and I'm a huge sci-fi nerd, but I just am so ready to be a space pirate, get my treasure planet on and just go soaring through the universe doing all sorts. I'm ready to just cause havoc in our galaxy or other galaxies. I don't know what galaxy. These crazy galaxies. Tell me your fourth game.
All right, my fourth most anticipated E3 2018 game is another one from Sony's press conference that they revealed, and it's Resident Evil 2, the remake. It looks astonishing. I'd heard rumours that the game was going to adopt the over-the-shoulder viewpoint that first debuted with Resident Evil 4. I was a bit kind of uncertain about whether that would work. Obviously, Resident Evil 1 remake was effective because it retained the fixed camera angles. But this looked amazing. I mean, I had to kind of swallow my words and reset my expectations because I didn't think I'd like the over-the-shoulder thing, but it looks really good, and visually it just looks, yeah, amazing. And Resident Evil 2 is one of, if not my favourite Resident Evil game. So yeah, sign me up for that. Well in.
How about your fourth game?
Okay, so I've done action games, I've done action-adventure games, I've done story-driven games. The next one is none of that. It's Forza Horizon 4, which looked absolutely incredible. As it always does, like Playground, which obviously Microsoft now owns, they've just done amazing things with the Forza franchise. But this one, it's set in Britain, which we were like, what the fuck? But it looks beautiful. It sums Britain up perfectly. There's hovercrafts, there's motorbikes, there's black cabs, there's like phone boxes, there's like cottages, and it's in Edinburgh as well. Well, you can go to Edinburgh. But the best thing about it is the seasons. The seasons change the entire landscape. If you've got like a loch in Scotland and it's beautiful in the summer and the autumn, fucking winter comes and it's an ice skating rink. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. And Playground, they make great racing games.
And on to game number 4. So my fourth game, I'm going to say, is Fallout 76. From what we've seen so far, it looks absolutely wild. I love the idea that if you can find bits of code that when you meet up with other people and put it together, it's the nuclear launch codes that when you get to find a nuclear launch silo, you can launch a nuke into the wasteland and just cause devastation, which is insane. West Virginia looks like a great place to explore. Seems like there's going to be a lot of nice little communities to visit. All in all, I'm ready to get my hands on Fallout 76, and I'm ready to play with a couple of friends online. I think that's the real selling point, is just playing with others online and just exploring the wasteland together. Also, it's great that your profile isn't locked to servers, and that if you die, you don't lose everything. So that's thumbs up. Finally, tell me your last game.
So my last, but definitely not least, anticipated E3 2018 game is another Sony one, another Sony exclusive from Sucker Punch, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm an absolute mark when it comes to samurai stuff, and this looks like the ultimate samurai fantasy. So swirling red leaves, jewels by sunset, looks like there's really cool sort of parkour traversal mechanics. And it looks like Sucker Punch have just nailed the kind of setting, the 1274 Mongol invasions and everything. And it just looks incredible. I mean, I really want to play it because, you know, I can't get a feel for how it plays just by the gameplay demo. But if it plays as good as it looks, we're in for something pretty special, I think.
And finally, your last game, game number 5. Tell me what it is.
Okay, so I am possibly Hitman's biggest fan. And before E3, Warner Brothers, weirdly, showed off IO's next Hitman, Hitman 2, which of course IO are now at an independent studio, so that's great, so Warner on publishing duties. But the last Hitman that IO made was absolutely incredible. A lot of fans didn't play it, they didn't like the episodic thing, but the game itself was phenomenal. So I'm excited about just entering that universe again. We've seen the F1 race, taking out the driver, and then people around the kind of track as well. It looks like the same kind of attention to detail that the last game had, and that excites me more than anything.
You got one last space, so tell me what's game number 5. So finally, my 5th and final game is Anthem. BioWare's Anthem, I think it just looks so fantastic at the moment. Like, they revealed it at E3 2017, and I was for it then, and I'm still for it now. It just seems like it's going to be great fun, having like your own suit that you can customize to your heart's content. I like that I can have like this crazy Iron Man type suit and just customize it to be a Dean specific and personal suit. It's going to be fun flying through these different worlds. It's going to be fun partnering up with other people, very Destiny-esque and Destiny style. My list is full of sci-fi games. I love sci-fi. I'm here for it. So yeah, Anthem, put me in my suit, let me get customizing and let me fly through the world. Let's do it. So those were our top 5 games from E3 2018, but the question is, who do you think had the best top 5? Was it good old Mr. Rich Walker over here with Resident Evil 2 Remake, Dan Webb with Cyberpunk 2077, or me, Dean Abdu, with Halo Infinite, Anthem, and Fallout 76? After this video, there'll be a poll for you guys to vote in on the community tab, so head over there now and just get voting away. Whoever the loser is, we'll make them dance in a tutu on one of the streams. Or something else, we're still thinking it through. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Resero Network YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.